exhibit opening at the Japanese Cultural Center this Saturday, and the exhibit takes us inside and up close to something prevalent in the islands, Japanese Buddhist temples. And most of the items that you're going to see will be on display publicly for the very first time. And the exhibit also serves as a launch for the guidebook written by George and Willa Tanabe titled Japanese Buddhist Temples in Hawaii, an Illustrated Guide. And joining us this morning are the authors themselves, George and Willa Tanabe. Thank you so much for coming in this morning. Now, the exhibit itself is something that will bring the temples a little more real to many members of Hawaii, many residents of Hawaii, right? I mean,
that's right. Yeah, whether you're a first-time visitor or a lifelong member of a temple, most people who walk into a temple just see kind of a blur of what's on the altar, and it's also, you know, not that close. So at the exhibition, you'll be able to see all of these items very, very close. So it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to really get to see some of the details that you see from afar and not very clearly, and you'll be able to stand just a couple feet away from this wonderful object.
And also understand the stories behind many of these items that you really don't get to see up close. And that's something that's written in the book, right?
That's right. That's right. And the other thing that is unusual about Hawaii temples is, although many of the things are traditional, there are also some things made in Hawaii for temples by the congregation themselves. In the past, there were koa transoms carved. The women of Mo'ili'ili have done altar cloths in quilted Hawaiian patterns of kukui nut and breadfruit. And we brought in a statue that was carved in the 1930s by an unknown craftsman. It's for Haleiwa Shingon Mission, and it's a beautiful statue of Kannon, the Bodhisattva of compassion. And it's carved out of ironwood, with the face very delicate, but the body left in a more natural shape to suggest a halo and so forth. And people never see these. They're back in the corner of a temple. So this exhibition will allow them to see these things.
And there's many other items also that people are going to get to see and understand stories about. And there's that two-headed bird that is actually very, very unique, right?
That's
and we have a picture
unique,
of that.
Unique to Buddhist temples, and there's a particular story behind the two-headed bird, which you can see on the front of altar tables and on transoms. One head became jealous of the other head because the other head was eating all of the sweet berries. And so the first head said, I'm going to fix that greedy head, and gave it a poison berry. And so the second head ate the poison berry, and of course, because they're joined together at the same body, the bird died. And so both heads died. And so the moral of the story is cooperate or die. And so we like to think of the two heads as Republicans and Democrats. And if they don't stop their bickering and don't start cooperating with each other, then, you know, our country's in real trouble.
Boy,
yeah.
okay.
So there are all kinds of big, small and big lessons to this.
Separation of church and state. That doesn't exist in Buddhist temples. No. That's terrific. Okay, so this exhibit actually opens December 1st and runs through February 22nd at the Japanese Cultural Center. And the gallery is open Monday through Saturdays. And the book is available as well.
The book is available. And also there are going to be temple tours that people can sign up for if they call JCCH. It'll cost $25 for non-members and $20 for members. The seating is limited. It's a good reason to join JCCH.
Terrific. All right, George Willa, thank you so much for coming in. A very, very interesting exhibit for all of us. Thank you. And to see this interview again, just head to the top video section of our website, KITV.com. It's now 6:18. We'll be right back.